Listen, it's time to jump ship from Xbox. They just made it very, very clear that there's no reason to stay loyal to their console any longer. There's no reason to stay with them. There's no reason to trust what they say about future hardware, and it all relates to the Forza Horizon PS5 Pro enhancements. And you might ask, well, why? How does that even connect? Let me draw a picture for you. They didn't just announce that one of their flagship titles is coming to PlayStation. They didn't just give you a release date. They basically said this game is going to look the best on console on a PS5 Pro. Historically, Forza is the game they would always trot out and really show off the power of their console with. It's always been one of their big showcase leaders, and it's not the only game getting enhancements. This is just more of a flagship title, so I think it really sends the clear message. We already know that Doom: The Dark Ages is going to be enhanced. They developed proprietary technology for Black Ops 6 with Sony for VRR. It's some kind of a lag latency update for their VRR. And now we've got rumors about Gears of War maybe coming this year and coming to PlayStation. We've got rumors that that's related to why Fable was delayed, and we've got insiders saying Fable's slated for PlayStation in 2026. And I think this is connected to the future hardware. If they were going to give themselves headroom about competing on power, if the next console was going to be better than the PS5 Pro or even better than the PS6, I don't think they would be doing PS5 Pro enhancements. I think they would give themselves room to say this game will be the best on the Xbox Next, or whatever they call the next piece of hardware. I think this hurts the demand for any future hardware that they bring out. They're already struggling to sell the current consoles as it is, but now they're telling the industry at large and the consumer base at large, hey, our games are going to look and run best on the PS5 Pro, or if you want to get a high-end PC. So why would they bother trying to compete with their next round of hardware on power? And they've made it very clear that they're going to be doing something different with the next piece of hardware. I don't think it's going to be a traditional console. I don't think they're going to try to compete on that power front, because they're basically giving that landscape away. They're giving that away. They're saying, no, we're going to give our games to PlayStation and we're going to make them enhanced on Pro. We're not going to try to beat them on power, which is what you would have expected from the next round of hardware after the marketing of the Series X. And I really think you have to pay attention to what Phil says. When he starts saying conflicting things, when he starts sending multiple messages, it typically means that something's going on in the background. The day that he said, it's only 4 games and we don't want to send a signal that everything is going, he did an interview with The Verge where he said, yeah, nothing's off the table. And he's doing it again. He basically said, hey, on one podcast, I want our hardware to win. And then on another podcast, he talks about how they're not trying to move people to Xbox anymore. This, to me, I think sends a loud and clear signal. The hardware plan could be totally in flux. One Xbox insider recently said it's now moved from the pitching phase, up to the next phase of planning. So it's basically been greenlit and approved, but we have no idea what kind of a plan it is. Given all the insider information and even the leaks during the FTC trial, it could be anything. It could be a handheld, it could be a PC hybrid, it could be a controller, it could be just an access point for cloud. At the very least, I think if you're a hardcore console fan and you've been holding out and really hoping for Xbox to come out and start swinging in the next gen or with whatever their next piece of hardware is, I think it's going to be disappointing for you. I think Sarah Bond's sort of vague remark about the biggest technical leap and the fact that they've been saying that around the topic of hardware and they seem to avoid the word console, I really do think it's time to jump ship. You should either get yourself a high-end PC or get yourself a PS5 Pro, because the statement about games are going to be first, better, or best on Xbox is not true anymore. PC Game Pass is cheaper than Ultimate, and you get day and date on PC. PS5 Pro is getting the Xbox games, and they're enhanced, so they're going to play better and look better there. If you want that simplicity of a console, and you've been on Xbox all this time, the Pro makes an awful lot of sense. A high-end PC is going to cost quite a bit more, but if you want games like Forza to look at their absolute best, well, then that's the choice you should make, because not only could you take advantage of the PC Game Pass price point and the day and date, but then you could take advantage of the enhanced graphics and more ray tracing and things like that. At the end of the day, I think it's very, very clear. Xbox is basically telling you there's no reason to stay on their console anymore, so I'm telling you, it's time to jump ship. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Are you basically in agreement? Is it time to go? And make sure you hit subscribe and the bell button, because you want to be here for those live discussions, and I can see you in the next video.